All right, guys. Ryan D. at ZZP here, and today I'm here with...
I'm Al.
And today we're going to talk about a pretty simple topic. We're going to talk about what remote tuning is. All right, guys. So I have Al here. He's one of our most accomplished tuners here. So we're going to kind of talk to you about a little bit of a more basic thing today, but it's just to clear up any sort of misconception of what is, remote tuning. Remote tuning is a way to use the HP Tuner software and your laptop, Windows laptop, to connect to the car using the OBD2 device to then read your file, send it over to us, and then get a custom tune for your car. This is a good way for our tuners to remotely dial in your car. It's essentially like a street tune.
It really is. It's just a street tune that's spread out over time.
Yes, exactly. So it's no different than you bringing your car here to us and Al jumping your car, getting HP tuners, and start dialing your car that way. It's for real world driving. Lets you know we use your fuel, your setup, your conditions, and then that we make adjustments based on that. This is always the better way to tune. We have our bench flashes. But our bench flashes, we can only go so far because we have to use the lowest common denominator. Right. We can't see your car. We don't know exactly what kind of fuel quality you have, so we have to make everything really conservative. The bench flash is when you send a core in, or we have a core, and we flash it on, we're using HP tuners, still using HP tuners.
On a bench.
On a bench, or on a table. Doesn't have to be technically a bench, but it's basically on the table with it connected, and then we upload a file to it. It's a file that we have a ton of dyno time behind. It is a file that we've done a lot of testing on a lot of different vehicles. It's usually pretty close to being perfect. Mm-hmm. But obviously we have to turn it down a little bit because we can't see your vehicle. With a remote tune, you're going to get every bit of your money's worth from doing that.
People kind of get the wrong impression if they're not familiar with how remote tuning works, and they think that it's a scenario where we drop everything and remote desktop into your computer and take care of anything, and that's simply not the case at all. We offer the remote tuning service because it's a way for us to get a more complete and specialized tune for your vehicle at your convenience, and to some degree it's at our convenience as well. And like I just mentioned, I can't sit at my computer all day long just waiting on one specific customer's email. And all of us here do our best to get updates back to you as quickly as we can. Sometimes there's things outside of our control. Sometimes we have a hot job on the dyno we have to get done. Sometimes we may be out on vacation for a day or two. Sometimes just random things may show up in the shop, and there may be a day or two between the revisions. But just understand that we want you to have your car done. We want you to enjoy your car and your car to be safe and make the best power it can. And there's no benefit for us to take longer than necessary. We also rely on you to give us the information that we need and to do the things that we ask you to do so that we can make this be the most efficient process possible. A lot of times we will notice things in logs. We may see a code there that you didn't mention to us, or we may see the O2 sensor acting weird, or a weird reading in the MAF sensor. And when we see things like that, we'll point them out to you and ask you to make some type of correction, or we'll suggest something that you can test to try to help narrow down what the issue is. The better that you can step by step do what we need you to do, the quicker we can get that figured out and get back to the tuning, which is what you want to get done.
Getting HP tuners is a great idea because it's also a great diag tool too. It allows the tuner to see if there's anything wrong with your car and to fix it. But on that point, we are not going to tune around problems. That is a huge thing that I was
going to make sure I brought that up. This is something that we get more common than you would think, where someone will, like a customer that they'll order a remote tune, and then for some reason I'll recognize the name, and so I'll pull it up and see that they just ordered a remote tune a year and a half ago. And so I'll pull up the email chain, and like everything went well. And so I'll email them, hey, what mods you changed? What's new? What's going on? And they're like, oh, I just figured I needed a retune.
Retune, bro!
It doesn't work that way. Your tune doesn't change. It doesn't go bad unless you have a physical failure of the PCM. If something changed in the way your car drives over time, then something with the car changed. And we're more than happy to use the tuning software to try to help you figure out what that is, but we're not going to use the tuning software to hide or mask or work around whatever issue you had developed.
Some other tuners will do that. Some local shops, some other people, they will tune around a problem, and then we'll say, oh, my car, they tune the problem out, no problem. But hey, we'll see in the laws that, hey, you have a boost leak here. We don't want to keep turning your boost to try to mask the problem. Or hey, your O2 sensor isn't reading right. So overall, the remote tuning is a good way to dial in your car fully and custom to your vehicle, on top of allowing us to turn it up as much, and then for it to point out any problems, make sure your car is running mechanically sound. I know right now it's very easy to want to just do the Band-Aid, but no, we want you to fix the problem because that's the way the car should be.
That brings up a good point, though. The not tuning around Band-Aids, though, is because we will run into this where people order a bench flash to try to hide a problem. And so they'll order a 1.0, put it on their car, and the car runs terrible. And they email or call, screaming at Ryan or Ashley about how it's a junk tune, their car doesn't run. And, well, did your car run fine before? Well, no, but...
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Be realistic.
Another thing we kind of hear about is, I'm not computer savvy. Guys, we have a full video that shows you how to do everything. It is not difficult to do.
There's several videos. And we're going to make more.
Probably.
Maybe we should just make a bunch of different styles of videos.
I'm down for that,
so that we can, help the different people out there. I guarantee you it's not as intimidating as you might think.
Because remember, guys, you aren't doing the tuning. You're pressing 1 to 2 buttons. This guy is doing the tuning. Tim, Matt, they're all doing the tuning for you, are the tuners. And we're going to do all the hard work for you to get you to dial your car in. So the remote tune is an easy way for you to get essentially a good in-person street tune to have the car to the best of its potential as it possibly can, using your fuel and your conditions.
And last thing I want to mention, and we've mentioned this on Facebook, on podcasts, and emails, but I really want to make sure everyone understands that if you have purchased a 1.0 file from us, we will update it for you through HP Tuners logs.
Yes.
If you didn't have access to a laptop in HP Tuners and all you could do was get a 1.0 for your setup, and then down the road, like say a few months later, hey, your buddy has HP Tuners and you want to get a data log and email it into us, that is no problem at all.
And it is
we
free.
are not locking you into a 1.0 file.
Correct.
Like, as I already said, and I truly mean it, we all want the best for you and your car. So if down the road you have the opportunity to allow us to help you check on that and make sure that everything's running properly, please get a hold of us and do that. We would love to help you out.
Yep. All you need to do is shoot us an email at customerservice@ZZPerformance.com. And then if you have any more questions on that, I'll happily answer you guys, myself or Ashley, and we'll get you guys squared away as best we possibly can. I think that's kind of all we have today, guys. So if you have any questions, like I said, shoot us an email. I'm Ryan D at ZZP.
And I'm Al.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.